We are on day 13 in my book, Christmas Peace for Busy Moms. This is the audio version, and you can get the study questions and reflection questions by ordering a hard copy. You can go to my website, sarahgeringer.com, go to my Etsy shop to get a signed copy of this book from me, or you can go to Amazon, order a hard copy, or get the Kindle version. So, the verse for day 13, Peace with My Extended Family, is Colossians 3:15. Let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts, since as members of one body you were called to peace. The first Christmas story includes a story about extended family. When Mary found out she was pregnant, she went to her relative Elizabeth's home. Elizabeth was near the end of her own pregnancy. These two relatives, in miraculous circumstances, gained peace and joy from one another's company. When Jesus was born and the shepherds visited the baby, Mary treasured up all the events and stored them in her heart. That's from Luke 2:19. I imagine she added those events to the existing treasures in her heart from her time with Elizabeth. Her time with extended family likely strengthened and prepared her for the challenging circumstances of Jesus' birth. Time with relatives during Christmas is often a joy, blessing, and source of strength. It can be a refueling of peace. Time with relatives during Christmas can also be a challenge and an opportunity to spread peace to people who are difficult. One summer, several years ago, a member of my extended family caused a horrible scene at a large family gathering. This person embarrassed everyone, but hurt one relative in particular. The potential for a long-lasting rift increased as time passed. At Thanksgiving that year, the hurt relative made an intentional effort to greet the offender as soon as they arrived, welcoming and embracing them in a humble yet grand display of peace. This led to healing in the family and a surprisingly peaceful Christmas. Peace in our extended families is possible at Christmas, but it isn't possible without Jesus, and it isn't possible without intent. If you set out in early December with the commitment to let the peace of Christ rule in your heart, you will be a peacemaker instead of a peace disruptor at family Christmas gatherings. Irritating words will turn into moments to breathe deeply in God's peace. Offending actions will become opportunities to take the high road of peace. Conflicts will become stages for peacemaking. I've asked God to show me my part in past Christmas strife. When I have taken responsibility for my poor attitudes and actions, I've recognized the power of one person's ability to affect Christmas gatherings, for better or for worse. I want to have a heart filled with God's peace before I step foot into family gatherings this year. God will give us hearts of peace so we will be attuned to the peace seekers in our extended families. Maybe someone needs practical help, a listening ear, or a promise of faithful prayer. Maybe someone in your family is desperate for the words of peace only you can share in your unique voice. I imagine Mary must have searched for the peace Elizabeth could uniquely provide from the bond they shared as family members. I imagine their time together solidified Mary's faith that God would provide a way through what seemed impossible. Remember, you are called to peace. You were not set in your family by accident, but you are called to be a peacemaker in the unique family God gave you. This Christmas, will you purpose in your heart to bring peace to your extended family? Will you allow the peace of Christ to rule in your heart so it can overflow to all your family members, even onto the difficult people? Will you choose peace over conflict so you can point your relatives to the Prince of Peace? You can get your questions for study and reflection by ordering a hard copy of this book from my Etsy shop or going to Amazon. You can also get the Kindle version, and the link for all those things is in the show notes below.